going on, y'all? How y'all doing out there in the crazy world? You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Thailand TV. It's your boy. It's your boy 800 the Stiz House. You know what I'm saying? God, the prophet de jour. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on, man. Let me alert everybody I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Might as well let everybody know I'm on. I'm live right now. Live right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But you know how everybody out there doing, man. Blessings to everybody, man. I hope everybody's doing good, man. I hope life is doing good to everybody. Um, uh, blessings and all the prayers and the love. One thing, just real quick, man. I just wanted to just throw out there, man. When you get older, man, the moments that you go through are more sentimental. You know what I'm saying? Because um, it'd be a lot of passing. You know, so I was talking to somebody about this one time, man. I was just like, man, I was thinking about that my mom had passed away. Started just domino effect, man. Seeing a lot of people, and I started to ask, like, man, even like on TV, you know what I'm saying, like actors and stuff like that, and famous people. So it had me thinking, was it like this back then too? Like, you know what I'm saying, like maybe more so now because of social media and the ability for video to get out and people be able to talk across this social media thing, but like were people passing away like that? You know what I'm saying? So blessings, love to what I'm saying, everybody who's going through things, loss. Um, people that are just heartache and pain, whatever it is, man. I'm sending blessings and I'm sending love vibrations to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's all we do. That's all we do around here in Thailand TV. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you on tonight, evening show, blessings to you. If you ain't down with it, it ain't meant for you. Pass it on, baby. What's up, though, y'all? Hey, I'm just on here crackling, man. Wanted to talk a little bit about the NBA draft today. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, look. Um, a lot of the things I talk about, man, there's points to them while I'm talking about them, right? You know what I'm saying? It's some words that are juggling around there that can kind of go inside your brain and make you ask yourself these questions too. You know what I'm saying? Or to even just be inquisitive enough to say, hey, okay, let me try, or whatever the suggestion this young man is saying. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can try it. So, the whole point of talking about the NBA draft, for people that don't watch, sports. A lot of times people don't watch sports. So like when they're getting this stuff, they're getting a different view at it than, they've been used to. You know what I'm saying? It might give them an insight to say, hey, try the sport, right? Because everybody's been frowning on basketball for the last like 5-6 years, but it's coming back now. And one of the most important days, or excuse me, 2 days now, because it used to be only one day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know football is like a week. Football draft is like a week. You know what I'm saying? They got a week long draft and shit. You know what I'm saying? They be in the third, fourth round. Motherfuckers be like, nigga, the draft's still going. You know what I'm saying? I can still get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be chilling at the crib like, it's day 4. I can still get drafted. I ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? But today, the first day of the NBA draft, which it only used to be one day. Now it's 2 days. Do first round, first day, second round, second day. You know what I'm saying? Split it up a little bit so it's not as rushed. I don't like it though, man, because it be taking forever, man. I'll be like, I used to love it when it was all in one day. Boom. Hey, on the clock. Let's go. Let's go. And then once you got to the second round, that clock was faster. Let's go. Let's go. You know what I mean? But now they be taking their time, you know what I'm saying, talking to the family and everything. And big ups to these young men on this day. I think the culmination of them transforming into adulthood. This is a dope situation right here. You know what I'm saying? This is like a christening. This is like a bar mitzvah. You know what I'm saying, for um, these young men. I mean, because it's a huge event for them, and then for the families too. Because a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them are coming from families that are not well off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, you do have your few that are coming from those uh, typical, prototypical families, right? and most of these kids are coming from broken homes. You know what I'm saying? And even so, even more so, probably coming from poverty homes. You know what I mean? So this is a big day for them, big event for them. This is why I'm having a conversation about it, because it is that big of an event, especially for people that are in the sport of basketball. This is one of the biggest events right here, especially for these young guys. And we're talking about young guys, bro. This is the whole reason why I'm bringing up and specifically talking about the draft today, is because to point out the fact this is why I do what I do when it comes to coaching. There are 60 names being called. There are 60 names being called tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we know there are lots of spots available. There are lots of ways, a lot of options, lots of avenues for people to take. It's not just the NBA, and I want people to understand that. It's like I said, this is part of the reason why I coach, because I want people to understand that. And to prove what I'm saying even more so is I'm looking at the draft right now. So I'm looking at the draft. They're number 26 right now, right? They're the 26th pick. And let me see. 26 picks. I roll over to what they telling me, these guys, as far as their grades. Not their letter grades in school, but what year of school they were in. And I count, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 freshmen. I count 16 freshmen out of 26. I count 16 freshmen out of 26. I was just speaking about the NBA playoffs. I was just speaking about the teams. In particular, I had a discussion about the Final Four teams, and then in particular the Oklahoma City team, because how young they are and how long they got them spanned out for. But that's 16 freshmen that are coming into the NBA. And a couple of these guys are supposed to be looked at as making significant impacts on their team. You know what I'm saying? So and then, hold on. I'm not going to stop there. So you out of the 16 freshmen, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 international players. And 1 sophomore. That's another 5. That's 21 kids. That's a difficult path, because what it's saying is, to be in the first round of the NBA draft, you have to basically be a star already. You can't be developing. You know what I'm saying? And now, big ups to these young dudes, like straight up. I done seen some of these dudes play. You know what I'm saying? Like in particular, Cooper Flag, he's the deal. He's the real deal. I seen him play. One thing about me is I'm a big stickler when it comes to the NBA draft and who these people are drafting. The biggest thing for me is how they play in the NCAA tournament before they leave. That I'm talking about. That is the biggest stickler for me, man. Like that really irks my nerves if I'm watching the NCAA tournament and I see a guy who just does not dominate and then get taken high in the draft. Cooper Flag dominated. Cooper Flag, that deal. He's just a deal. He's just that deal. Like he'll transition into the NBA just fine. You know what I'm saying? Harper, I think I seen him, and what's his name? Yep, Bailey. I seen them play once, and they live wires. They nice. But you know who I like though? I like my dude. Where your boy at? I like Queen, bro. I like Queen. I like his game, bro. I like his game. I like his confidence, and this is what I'm talking about. That's why you see a guy like you if you watch that game, you know what I'm saying, where he hit that last game winner, he walked around and told him, I called that play. Like that's I tell y'all all the time about the difference between confidence, cocky, and arrogance. Like that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's part of a arrogance threshold. Like he was like, give me this, you know what I mean? And that's the difference, man. Like for me, that's the difference, because it's like I speak about this all the time, you know what I'm saying? You know me, shots around here, you know what I mean? I pop shots around here. But I say this all the time that Andrew Wiggins, man, like when he played his last college game, he scored 4 points. And I think it was a game to go to the 16. I think it was go to the Sweet 16. Or was it the Sweet 16 game to go to the Elite 8? And he scored like 4 points. You know what I'm saying? And then before that, he didn't really score that much. It was like 12 or something like that. But I was always like, And if you see now, he's really never been a guy that's like dominating the floor. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I see the first 30 picks, I want to see guys that have been on the floor dominating. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And a word that I hear a lot in the NBA draft, this is a word that I hear a lot: potential. Potential. You hear that word. If you think I'm lying, watch an NBA draft and just listen for that word. I'm trying to tell you that word, dog. And for me, if I'm telling you this, I'm like, yo, if somebody's dropping 15 million, right? First year contracts for the top high draft picks could be about 15 mil for 3, you know what I'm saying? And then the last 2 player options, right? If I'm dropping a 15 mil, why are we dropping 15 mil on potential? Like, why aren't we dropping 15 mil on something solid? You know what I'm saying? Right? And I get it. They throwing money out nowadays up in there in the NBA. So, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not even just the NBA. I was speaking about this in my other episode. It's overseas. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of money to get out here. There's plenty of money to get out here and get, right? You know what I'm saying? You just got to find your niche. But I think it's imperative that they start, because we got guys that are in the league, like I said, OKC 25, averaging 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they bought into that potential and they nursed it, right? You know what I'm saying? See, it's a major factor in using the potential if you keep the potential in house and raise it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these young kids, they go into the league and look, like I said, 16 out of 26 that are freshmen. How many of those guys really going to get on the court and contribute right now? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you hear that word potential a lot. So that means we basically putting all this money out to a product that we have no idea what they're going to do compared to everybody else. You know what I mean? And NBA is one of them. And the NBA is one of those. It's one of those places where it turns quick. You know what I'm saying? It turns quick. They be all on you. They be all into you. You know what I'm saying? And then halfway through the season, yeah, we're shipping this guy up out of here. We shipping this dude up out of here before February. If you make it past the middle of February, all right, you bam, you good. You know what I'm saying? But hey, before February comes, you never know. You never know. So these young guys have to understand it on their end too. That's what they have to expect, right? You have to come into this thing hungry. You know what I'm saying? Especially you younger guys. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are gonna beat you up, man. They're not young, bro. They've been in the league, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Even a 25, 26 years. Think about that. Like Cooper Flag just turned 18. So like he's gonna be a 5-year veteran, you know what I'm saying? When some people come out of college, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody comes from overseas or something. He's already a 5-year veteran, you know what I'm saying, at 23. You know what I mean? And he already cool, he already nice. Queen, his body build, Bailey, his body build. I mean, you take, that's why they can use this whole potential thing, because of the fact, if you think about, okay, I get a guy that let's see, Ace Bailey is 6'8". What I tell you about these guys, what I tell you about this size, is what they're looking for, right? This guy is 6'8". He can handle the ball. He can get to the rack. Very long arms. He can play good defense on multiple different positions. He can shoot too. He got good pull-up game. I mean, potential is there. You know what I'm saying? The potential is there, and I think it's easier for that potential to turn into something successful in the NBA when they've done something at the college level. When you beat people at the same, when you've beaten your peers, you're ready to go to the next level. But if you ain't beat your peers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about getting a championship, because NCAA is the one place, the whole, that's why it's the whole soul and heart of basketball still, because the NCAA basketball is the only one place where there's only one winner. You know what I'm saying? It's one winner. You know what I mean? I mean, they got their conference championships, but besides that, once they go into the scramble, it's one winner. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no lower East championship or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So they play and it's one and done. Go to the crib. One and done. Go to the crib. So, you know, they got to be ready for that type of thing. And with this style of basketball, as far as NBA, it's tougher and it's stronger. You know what I'm saying? And so I was talking about this the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like the training that's going to go into this. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get, I was talking about LeBron's son, Bronny. You're going to get a nutritionist. You're going to get um, a shooting coach. You're going to get a brain, a neuro, personal psychiatrist. You're going to get a weight trainer. You're going to get a shoulder person. You're going to get your own medical facility to go to. You're going to get, you know what I'm saying? Like you're going to have personal aids. You're going to have things for everybody, for everything. Right. And especially on the basketball court, you know what I'm saying? They're going to work with your jumper. They're going to work with your agility. They're going to work with your speed. They're going to work with your, they're going to try to stretch you out. They even have suggestions on how to stretch you out. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are going to get all the tools, all the advancement, all the technology that they need to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, if you're already a dog in college, you get access to all that. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's only up to go, and that's why guys like OKC. You know what I'm saying? They fiddled around and got their draft picks, man. What they did was they fiddled around. They grabbed a couple of young guys when they were young, when teams was like, we don't see what we drafted in them. You know what I'm saying? And they swooped them up and they kept them in the nest. You know what I'm saying? They fed them up. They fed them up good. You know what I'm saying? And then they let them go. You know what I mean? They let them go. They let them go out there and do the thing on the court. You know what I'm saying? And now they got them dudes champions at that age, at that youthful age, and locked in for at least 2 more years. At least. You know what I'm saying? As long as they decide to stay in, boom, what do you? But this draft tonight, I think is filled with a lot of good players. Like a lot of guys that had good years at college. I was gonna say college careers, but you know what I'm saying, freshmen. It was only there for like, you know what I'm saying? It was only there for like 280 days. You know what I mean? That's it. So, you know what I mean? Like some of these guys, man, is just, I mean, they quality people, man. They quality athletes. Duke set them off with three of them, 3 draft picks already. Um, let's see, Danny Wolf from Michigan. Michigan dude was nice. You know what I'm saying? He was all right. And then my boy, Jace Richardson, got popped to the Orlando Magic. Boy, yeah. Yeah, nice. That Walter Clayton Jr., you know what I'm saying? They grabbed him up. That was a good pick too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Fears is nice. I saw him play. Um Kneppel was tight. I like his game too. But yeah, Jace Richardson, Jace was nice, man. Because look, Jace did it tight though. See what I'm saying? Like Jason, you know what I mean? Like, hey, sometimes it's not about what you do, it's about who you know. Sometimes it's about who you know in the game. I'm trying to tell you. Because Jace Richardson, like at the beginning of the season, he only had like, it was like a little murmurs going around. You know what I mean? It was only like a little bit of light talking about him. But then all of a sudden, bam, he had like 3 games in a row, man, where he was lighting that thing up for like 20, 24, 20, 21, you know what I'm saying? Popping them. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, especially that's when, Michigan State go on their runs. Once they start going on their runs, you gonna hear about Michigan State all over the place. So then all of a sudden you see the Spartan, you see Jace Richardson, he up in there killing fools on big game, big stage. This is why I do what I do. I'm trying to tell you. That's why his name is popping up as 25 on the draft pick. Because on the biggest stage, in college basketball against his peers, he stepped up and he dominated. That's the thing, right? So I don't mind a pick like that. I don't mind a pick like that. Not to be biased because I like Michigan State, you know what I'm saying? Go Spartan, you know what I mean? Go Green, you know what I mean? It ain't because I'm being biased, but it's because when I saw him play, his game is nice. Like his game will transition. His game will really transition. Matter of fact, his game, you know whose game he's sick. I didn't know he was only 6'1". See, that's what I was talking about, man. I was telling my boy Trey Way, you know what I'm saying? TJ's little cuz, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One of the 2026 boys. Splash, the kid can splash, bro. That's why I'm like, he's Jace Richardson 6'1". Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Trey a better shooter than him. You know what I'm saying? On 10. Trey Way a better shooter than him. You know what I'm saying? Think I'm lying, check my stats, man. Check my man's stats, boy. You know what I'm saying? Check receipts around here. You know what I mean? But that's dope to see him go 25 because he had, like I said, he had a pretty big year, man. He was banging it, man. He was coming in clutch, man, at those biggest times. Look, see, another dude from Israel, dude from Spain, dude from Lithuania. Shoot, man. Overseas, man. And they coming through, bro. They coming through. Like, you gotta understand that, man. They got a big dude, 7'1" dude, Yang Hansen, 7'1" from China. Killing the game. I don't know where the hell they get the tall people from. They all short, man. What y'all doing? Y'all over there genetically engineering people, bro. Y'all genetically engineering people, bro. Ain't no 6'7" coming up out of there every day, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Then the 7'1" dudes ain't even having kids at a 7'1" either. So come on, bro. What y'all doing over there, man? You know what I'm saying? We gonna find out one day. But dude, I'm telling you, overseas is coming, bro. They coming. That's why I try to give my kids when I coach, I try to give them knowledge. The game is cool. Matter of fact, by the time this is how I feel about it. By the time a kid gets to me, you already got game. You already have game because you wouldn't be selected on the teams that you've been selected on if you didn't know basketball. So I know you know basketball. We good on that. Bet. Cool. Ball, put it in the basket. Got it. You know that. Cool. Now, by the time you get to me in high school, my job is to teach you the game mentally. And the part that makes it a problem is that 90% of the game is mental. 10% of the game is physical, the physical attributes of the game. That's why so many people are caught up in a rat race for it because everybody's chasing for the 10%. Fuck the 10%. Let them have the 10%. It's the dudes who on this list, on this NBA draft list that make it far are the ones who have 90% mental of the game and who understand how to deal with the game, right? Because that's going to take you further. A guy like Cooper Flagg, like I said, when I watched him play, his mentality, like the way he was just like, the way he was just doing his thing out there so comfortably and at clutch times, demanding the ball, wanting it, you know what I'm saying? Pushing the ball, being aggressive, dunking on fools, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that right there told me that guy is above all the dudes he was playing against. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden on the big stage, my man, hey, back up. He missed the shot. So what? He missed the shot. So what? He missed the shot. Sorry. You miss every shot you don't take. You know what I'm saying? At least he tried it, though. He wanted it. He asked for it. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody hits that game winner, man. You know what I'm saying? He got some time to make it up. Now he got time to make it up on the big stage. You know what I'm saying? But he was there. Some people won't ever get a chance to get to that stage either in the college level. And that's why I love Cooper Flagg out of this class. I think he's well deserving of the number one. Honestly, I would have not seen anybody else competing for the number one personally. Yeah, on this list as of right now, I don't see anybody else that could have personally went up and competed for that number one spot. Cooper Flagg had it hands down, man. The guy is a baller. If you haven't seen him play basketball, if you think I'm lying about this guy or wondering why Tyler talking about this dude Cooper Flagg, look up his name because I heard his name probably about 3 years ago. I remember I was at the AAU tournament with my boys, and they was talking about some dude. They was like, "Yeah, man, it's Cooper Flag. You seen the video on him?" It had to be like 4 or 5 years ago, probably. Yep, probably when he was a freshman because I seen the clips of him freshman when he was at in Maine. Somebody showed me that, and I was like, "Oh, this dude, nice." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Yeah, yeah." Every year they just always saying that he was ready to go, ready to go, ready to go, and now he went. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, young man. Congratulations to Cooper Flag. Congratulations to all the guys tonight. First night of the draft, the first 30. Big ups to you guys. I do see a lot of quality basketball in this class, so I can feel proud to say that I won't have to go off on, you know what I'm saying, some of these teams about some of the decisions that they made. Well, except for, you know what I'm saying, I do got a problem with one. This dude, the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves take Joan Behringer from France. Dude from France. That's who they take. Don't we got to do from France? This dude 6'11". I do from France 7'3". Man, I hope the dude 230 pounds. Oh man, 230 pounds. Oh man. It's the same dude, just like 2 inches, 3 inches shorter. Come on, T-Wolves. What are y'all doing, man? At least grab somebody you can trade with. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody might want, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, our draft, man. The T-Wolves draft war room will be crazy, man. Let me in there, bro. I'll show you how to read these. I'm like a professional player breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll break down a player. I'll write, you know what I'm saying? I'll write a scouting report for you. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the mental. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you about the mental, about what's going on with the dude, how you can see him move. You know what I'm saying? And how he can benefit the team and how he'll blend and gel with the team. Because I think that's a big part of what player development is, and a lot of people aren't doing that. Is understanding how to articulate to your team who's the best fit and how everybody should fit. You know what I'm saying? Like telling a dude, look, man, you are a 3-point shooter, man. Get to your spots, get open, have your hands ready, and hit the shot when you get it. You got a guy that can get to the mid-range. Yo, man, hey, get to that spot at the elbow, man. See the shot go in. You got a good slasher. Tell him he's a slasher. Get to the rack. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to do that, and if you need help with this, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm great at reading people, man. I tell you, I'll read a person down, left, right. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, man. Man. So yeah, man. This is the thing though, man. Like I just wanna say that I think that tonight is a huge night for these young guys. I'm in their families. And, you know, I joke, I laugh and talk crap and everything, but I really do think that this is a quality group of guys, first round at least, I'm seeing. And I do, McNeely just went from Connecticut. And I do see this as, you know, a class that eventually we can remember a lot of their names. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 years. Like I said, hey, I'm sorry, young man. I like to laugh at my defense mechanism, but you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, if y'all still there, you know what I'm saying, I guarantee you it's gonna be a lot of y'all from this class. Because man, I'm telling you, man, I just seen some of these guys, I've seen some of these names. I've seen some of them play in the tournament, and you know, I've just seen a couple of games or highlights of these guys. So first round, you did okay. You did all right. The tops, I think you did really good, man. So shout out to these young guys. Shout out to the teams. Minnesota, we need to talk, man. Can we talk, man? If you got a little time, man, holla at me, man. I'll break it down for you, man. You just show me who you want. I can tell you what you need. Show me who you want. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you out of the groups that you worked out. You know what I'm saying? Who's left? I'll tell you who you should get, man. For real, though, Minnesota. Holla at your boy. We got to do something about our draft, man. For real. Minnesota teams, we got to do something about our drafting. Straight up. Straight up. And this is on the God. For real, my Minnesota teams, y'all war rooms got to do something, bro. Y'all need to do something, bro. And if you think I'm lying, ask the public, bro. I'm the type of motherfucker. I pop shots. I shot. Everybody gets it in Thailand TV. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Your drafting sucks. Your drafting really sucks. You guys don't know how to read players. You guys don't know how to pick what you need. You guys don't even know how to play chess with the players. You don't even know how to grab a guy that another team may want and package him with the guys that you have. But you want to bring in new guys, and then the next year bring in another guy. That's not drafting right, bro. That's not drafting right. Because if you're drafting right, you don't have to make that many trades. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that later. You know, man. You know how we do. I love y'all, Minnesota. Beautiful, beautiful. And big up to all the draft picks, man. But you know me, man. Basketball, man. I love it. I love basketball, man. It's never basketball ain't never been mean to me, ain't been cruel to me. Um, it's always been there when I needed it, if you understand what that means. Because pick up a ball and go out and hoop. You know what I'm saying? And being able to channel aggression, being able to um, filter emotion and use that um, as an advantage while you're playing sports. Because it brings passion. You know what I'm saying? Well, you already got passion, but passion is an emotion. So for you to be able to have that and exercise that during basketball is something. But you got to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, man. The game is a vessel. It's a vessel to get you to somewhere else. It's a vessel to get you to another realm. Like I just said, you think I'm lying. If you think I'm lying, if you think I talk crazy, break it down for you real quick. I mean, look at the guy. Look at Cooper Flag. Look at Dylan Harper. I mean, honestly, before the NBA, Cooper Flag was already moving into another realm. You know what I'm saying? And now the rest of these guys are all going to start doing the same thing. Their lives. What I mean by that is their lives are going to be different. The conversations that they have are going to be different. The problem is the ones who have the same conversations that they had before that live on a different realm but play on the realm they used to be on. Them the ones that don't that falter. Them the ones that don't. You know what I'm saying? And you know you got to be able to do that, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like this basketball thing is a blessing, man. It's a blessing for those that can play it, you know, at a high level. Because if you can play it at a high level, you can make some money. There's many places to go. You know, the United States has a ability of making people think that the only place on the planet is the United States. Now, I don't know how. Yes, I do. This medium, but anyways, they're the only country that tries to make people think that we are the greatest country. We are the only country. And there are other countries out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot going on right now. You might want to just chill right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? When things are clear, when they have been in the clear, man, people have been able to go to different places and get the pocketbook, man, and get that bag, bro, with other teams in other countries and play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's many places to play basketball in the United States too, besides the NBA, and make some a little bit of money. Yes, yes, the United States NBA pays a lot of money to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to overseas, you're gonna be on a team where probably the main guy that's been there for about 5 or 6 years, he's probably making the most. You know what I'm saying? Probably about 10, anywhere from like, you know, anywhere from like 2 to 20 million that guy can get, right? And then the next that's where the thing happens because the next guy, the drop off is very huge. So if you got a team like, you know what I'm saying, Barcelona, Liberstad, uh, Triumph, Virtus Blagna, Croatia, Maccabi Tel Aviv, if you got places like that, they're probably paying, you know what I'm saying, their main guy um, 10, 15, 20 million, right? So the next guy, that's where the drop off happens. He's probably only getting about 1 or 2 million, right? That's the next guy, right? So then the next guy, the third guy on the team, That's another big drop off. He's probably only getting like, you know what I'm saying, 500,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens when you go overseas, that the drop off is a little bit huge. Whereas the NBA, you have a guy on there making 35 million. You know what I'm saying? Then have another guy making about, you know what I'm saying, 12 million. Have another guy making about 12. You know what I'm saying? You can have more guys making a lot more money in the United States. But there's a lot of places to go make some money. So this is why we got to teach these young kids how to play this game the right way, because NBA doesn't always take players that play the game the right way. They take potential. They don't even know what they're getting. You know what I'm saying? So get you guys to play the right way, man. People will see you and you'll be all good, man. But yeah, on that note, trying to help these young men out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little bit about fellowshipping. Fellowship, man. This is pretty much this is like a huge thing for me, man. It's like a huge thing for me, man. Being able to fellowship with your brother, man. I think men are in that place and in that space right now where we can talk to each other and have conversation. I don't think that we ever used to do that. I think men used to just hang out with each other. But it's a lot different. Men hanging out with each other is a lot different than women hanging out with each other. Because men hang out with each other and just hang out with each other. Like we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't really ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Like we can be together, we can meet up straight up. We can meet up at motherfucking, excuse me, oh, this is a late night show, I don't care. Hey, we can meet up at like 8, 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Go kick it, go to the club, go to the spot, go to the after party, go to Taco Bell afterwards, and then leave that Taco Bell parking lot and be like, yo, man, I gotta go home to my wife. Like, nigga, you married? You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody be like, yo, Trey, who's Trey? Oh, I ain't know your name. I thought you was Big Hurt. I thought they called you Big Hurt. Yeah, you called me Big Hurt, but it's Achilles. Oh, my bad. Shoot, I didn't even know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we are as men. We hang. That's it, right? And nowadays, I'm starting to see and be a part of more conversation. You know what I mean? And understanding and having that space to open up to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because that's pretty much I think that's pretty much what men are missing. Because who do we do that to? Who do we do that with? Who do we do that with? Like for real. I mean, who do we do that with? I mean, we can't do it with our mothers because they're gonna be like, you little punk punk ass, whippy ass man. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it to your mama. You know what I'm saying? Your brothers, you can't do it to your brothers. Your brothers be like, man, punk ass, man, shut your butt up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. Some brothers can be. But for the purpose of this whole conversation I'm having today, we're going to say brothers are talking trash too. Because I do. My brother do. I do too. I talk trash to him too. Can't say it to your kids. The kids could be like, can I get a ride to the game? Thank you for telling me. Can I get a ride to, you know what I mean? And then in some cases, unfortunately, you can't take it. You can't tell it to your lady because you know what I'm saying. Like that's just you know what I mean. In some situations, men have that type of relationships where being able to open up and talk and just about problems that they're going through is something that you can't do with your lady. You know what I'm saying? So where do you do it at? And now I think it's been very influential with a lot of the old heads, OGs, whatever y'all want to call us, um, speaking and opening up on this thing here too, on this medium, and being able to show young people that they can talk and they can have a voice, and being able to understand how to. I think the problem with Gen Z or whatever the hell they call themselves now is I think I'm Gen Z, but what's the problem with the young people now, the millennials I don't even know what y'all call whatever they call you, Gen Y, right? Because y'all always saying why. But the problem with y'all is that y'all don't understand how to talk. You don't understand how to talk. So when you have conversations or when you converse with people, it comes off rude, it comes off entitled, it comes off arrogant, it comes off disrespectful because you think that that's how people are supposed to talk, and no one's telling you that that's not how you're supposed to talk. That's not. Like if you want to play around and stuff with your friends and stuff, that's cool, right? And you got to have that dialogue with your friends about what's cool and what's not. right? But when it comes to having conversations with grown people, when it comes to having conversations with professionals, right? Put yourself in check. And you should do that at all times. You should be able to show you can do that at all times, because that's the most important thing about the communication process. And that's what's able to teach these young men to open up. And I think a lot of times, I think young men grow to be very good speakers, because they're able to understand, it's okay for them to be expressive. It's okay for them to talk. So it's okay for them to tell people how they feel. And I think that's the biggest thing possible, is to learn how to tell people how you feel. There's nothing wrong with telling people how you feel, because that is the biggest problem with communication, the feel, and being able to open up about that. It's difficult. It's difficult. Where can men find that space? You know what I'm saying? Why are we not providing more of that? You know what I'm saying? Those are questions. I mean, they're being answered and they're being done now. And I think social media has blown that up. You know what I'm saying? As you can see myself with the social media and this venue of being able to have my own podcast and being able to speak my own mind and be able to talk the way I talk or how I want to talk, I think it's showing. It's a catalyst. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling people I'm an OG, man. I'm a prophet, man. I do things before everybody else do them, and then they follow suit. You know what I'm saying? I got an eye for this shit. I got an eye for life. I got an eye for people. I got an eye for the aura. I got an eye for your vibe. I got an eye for everything. I got a third eye for everything. I can see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And this medium is giving people that opportunity, and young men and the OGs are popping up on here. And that's why they say 25 is going to be the year that people are opening up, because now you got all the old heads on this thing speaking now. Before the old head, where was the old heads talking at before? Where was the old head fellowship before? It was either at the barbershop or it was on the front porch. That's where it was at. It was not anywhere else. The male space to converse with each other was either at the barbershop or at the front porch. That was the only place it was at. That's it. That's it. Now young men can pop on here. You know what I'm saying? Now they can hear words from people that spread the same views and the things that they're looking for. And then how the algorithm works. You know how the algorithm works. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop the shit. Hey man, I'm a matrix. I'm gonna speak the matrix to you, right? That's one thing about me that I try to transition into, was to understand. Like, that's one of the biggest scenes to me in the Matrix, is when Neo got to the door and the agent beat him to the door, and he pop. He popped that dude off real quick, and then Neo went down and he died. And this little girl was like, "Neo, I love you. You gotta be the one." And kissed him, and Neo popped up. He said, "Ooh, you know what I'm saying? I feel geeky. You know what I'm saying? I feel geeked up. I'm geeked up, right?" So then Neo was like, "Oh, okay, bet." And he turned and looked, and everything was a grid. Everything was the Matrix. Man, I'm tripped out about that, because what it did was it said, okay, you can see things in their aura. You don't see things as they are. You see things as they are. You know what I'm saying? And with us men, being able to see the Matrix is important, and it only can be taught to us by an old soul, because an old soul has seen it, because you've gone through it enough. You know what I'm saying? Try to tread lightly, because I don't want to go on different subjects that I'll talk about eventually. But I think what it does is it helps with the young guys being able to understand how to communicate in a way that's not detrimental to their feelings. Because guys have feelings. We just don't talk about them, man. Like I said, we either talking in the barbershop when we get our hair cut, or we talking on the front porch with Uncle Fred. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Uncle Fred, who's telling us all these stories about these girls and stuff that he used to mess with, and don't mess with the girls. This is where we getting the information from. This is what we opening up to. This is where they opening up to us. You know what I'm saying? But now on the social media tip, now I can pop on here and I can get, you know what I'm saying? I can see Nas spitting, you know what I'm saying? I can see Fat Joe spitting, you know what I'm saying? I can see Shannon spitting. I can see Cat Williams spitting. You know what I'm saying? I can see everybody just spitting these words to us, right? You know what I mean? And giving us that that seal of approval that this is the place to go and talk, and this is the place to go and see information. This is the time for us to be able to open up, especially as men, as young men. Ladies, yeah, I know y'all out there. Shouts out to y'all. I love y'all. You know, I love the ladies. I do. But this is, I'm speaking on the men's right now. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I play on both sides, but tonight I'm on the men's. And it's great for us to be able to do that because we got to have that connection. Our bodies are wired for it. You know what I'm saying? I was speaking to this somebody before. If you look at it and you say God, right? God, the Most High, whatever your belief is, whatever it is, right? It all started the same way. That person, the Anunnaki, it's all they made us. Whoever you believe in, this is what cracks me up about how people have these beliefs, right? I don't care what your belief is. It still the same damn thing. It's just watered down there, watered down there. Everybody watered down their shit. The original is still the same. Somebody made us. Somebody made us, right? And when you look at that, how I do, if somebody made the first two, and they made a few more, and they made a few more. They made a part of themselves and blew the breath into these people, made a part of themselves into them people. That means we're all a part of that big thing, which means we're all connected. So it's important for us to connect with each other. It's important for us to plug into each other. It's important for us to use each other. It's important for us to find out, you know what I'm saying, what that person can do to make my life better, what I can do to make that person's life better, and then so on and so on and so on, and pay it forward, right? And we gotta have that connection. We gotta be able to say, okay, bam, what is this person trying to say? Oh wow, is that what you're trying to say? I didn't know that. Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Well, did you know this? No, you didn't? Oh, well, now you do. All right, well, thank you. I'll take the information you gave me and I'll pass it on to somebody else. You take the information I gave you and you pass it on to somebody else. All right. Well, thank you. Maybe I'll see you again. All right, perfect. Right? And that connection, boom, we locked in. We don't have to stay together, but we locked in because we exchanged our information. You know what I'm saying? And that's huge. That is huge for today's era. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get the information from people that are live. I was thinking about this today. This live shit. I've always been a live person. Like I've always been a person that I like real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do my scripted show. I love my scripted show. And I love all the scripted shows that are out here. But sometimes when people go live, it's just, I don't know, it just feels real, feels raw. You know what I'm saying? And I just love that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that connection is more, you know what I'm saying, true. Because I know I'm getting the real you because this is what's going on right now. It's live, it's recording. That's the real you. You know what I'm saying? And I think a big thing about that is being able to take instruction because we're all giving out information, right? And in order for us to be able to receive the information, we got to be able to take instruction. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to look at each other and say, do I understand what this person is saying? And does it apply to anything that I got going on? You know what I'm saying? If what I got going on ain't working, I apply what this person says and see if it works. Get another piece of knowledge from somebody else. But if I don't have the power of learning how to be instructed, I'm not. I'm going to shut off certain. Okay, automatically what you say is that something. Automatically what you say ain't right. I ain't even heard what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. People don't know how to communicate when they do that. Like you ain't even hear what I said. You already had to know before you even heard what I said. That's not connecting because your brain is shut off from even taking the instruction that I was given. You thinking that you don't want to get the instruction. That's fine. If you listen to it, blessings. But if you don't, it ain't meant for you. That's what you gotta start telling them, people. That's what I tell them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that is because of religion. You know that, right? Y'all know that a lot of this is because of religion, right? One of the most ironic, things to me about religion is how each one basically tries to say that the other one ain't right. Don't listen to the other one. That's kind of, I mean, I don't think it's saying that, but I think people are interpreting it as that. The other religions are interpreting it as that, saying that. I don't think the Most High's arrogance is that deep to where he's like, "Yo, I'm that dude. You make sure you don't praise nobody else." You know what I'm saying? But I think his laws are put to the point where it's just saying, "Hey, look, do not put all your eggs into a basket of someone else, because I'm your maker. Don't bite the hand that feeds. Basically, don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't look at it as how some religions try to point out other religions like wrong, wrong, wrong. I think one of the biggest things in the Bible that I've always loved is a line where it says, "Come as you are, I accept you as you are." Right? You know what I'm saying? Which is ironic. That's why I said it's irony, because how can you say I accept you as you are, but then say, you know, certain people can't belong because of their beliefs? You know, I mean, because they believe in someone. You know, right? That's how I look at it. I have my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still learning my belief. I'm still reading on my belief. I'm still peeping out, you know what I'm saying, videos and skits and stuff from the people, you know what I'm saying, believe what I believe, you know what I'm saying? If you go hard though, right? But you learn something. You learn something. And that's the thing about it, like I said a minute ago, was instruction. You know what I'm saying? That's why I learned from it. And I was able to take from it and apply it to the things I'd already learned and see how, okay, wow, it makes a lot more sense. Because when I learned the stuff that I learned when I was young, I grew up with questions. And I don't think religion should do that. I don't think a religion should leave you with questions. I think a religion should answer the things that you you know what I'm saying, that you are having questions about. And I think when in my younger years, man, I was having a lot of questions. And then once I got to experience the new religion that I'm behind now, and understand and learn now, then I was able to answer those questions. It's kind of ironic, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I think religion plays a huge part in our separation and us having to get back together. And I don't see, one of the things I learned, because people used to ask me, you know what I'm saying, when I was like 30 years old, you know what I'm saying, how come I don't go to how come I don't go to church? And I'm not putting down church, right? It's one of the reasons why I brought up fellowship, because I did want to speak. I'm gonna speak deep. It's what I do on Thailand TV. But one of the reasons why I stopped going to church is that when I was young, man. I mean, I was in it, man. I was a deacon. You know what I'm saying? I was junior deacon, junior usher. I was a regular deacon. I was in the choir. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was regular usher. You know what I'm saying? Because we had juniors. So juniors, we had our own little church downstairs at Redeemer. Y'all remember that? They gave us our own little church downstairs. We was running and everything. We had the pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was a junior deacon, but we was doing it big back there, man. And then I even played. I played Jesus in our adaptation of He Would Not Come Down. It was a play that we had. It was a huge play in Minneapolis, huge play at Redeemer Missionary Baptist. But it was a huge play in the city, man. People used to come over from all over. Jamisha used to come through there, and SB used to come up through there, man. The Sound of Black used to come through there, and they even played some even played characters in our play. But I played Jesus in that play for 2-3 years. Um, I think I had braids at the time. So I took my hair out. I let my hair out. I was using my regular hair, and I think they gave me like I think they gave me a chin strap for the first year, and like the second year, I grew my stuff out. It wasn't like this though, because I was only like 19, 20, 21, man. I was a young dude, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how far from church I was. You know what I mean? So, um, um, and yeah, I mean, I remember that, man. I played Jesus, and those are some huge moments for me, man. I think everyone in the church that played a part in that, man, they made it feel special, for me to have that role, and what it meant to them. And I still see some of them sometimes. They be like, "Lay your hands on me, Jesus, Jesus." Yes, yes, my child. Yes, my child. Go be with go be with your family, my child. Man, hey man, that was some real dope stuff, man. But I think what hit me hard was um just finding out things that was going on in the church, man. Like some corrupt stuff, man. Like people messing with people, man. Husbands and wives cheating on each other, man, and people stealing building fund money. People stealing from the building fund, bro. You know, come on, man. That's why I was like, oh man, because I had seen jokes about it. You know what I'm saying? But man, I ain't know. But now I know. Okay, man, they playing with that building fund, man. Check your building fund. But that was crazy, and I was just like, kind of stepped away from it then. Man, I was like 21, 22, and I just kind of stepped away from it when I seen that. And it was just like kind of just, brought me down because it was like I said, you really men only really fellowship at the barbershop and on the front porch. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I wasn't there to be able to open up to myself, especially after I saw some things was going on. But that was at the one place that I was at. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not all places. And what I realized was that I was able to fellowship with the Most High on my own. You know what I'm saying? I was able to sit there and put my hands and in prayer and have conversation with him on my own. I didn't need to go to the church to be approved by him. And that's once I got that idea, because I knew who he was, I had faith. So I knew he was God before, now I know he's the Most High, and I was able to, transition into somebody that was able to have my walks and my talks with him on my own accord. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go Sunday at 10 a.m. You know what I'm saying, to go to have my relationship and get my relationship with him. So, River Valley got some good church. So there are some good churches. I've been there. My mom was always on that, man. She took my son TJ there, so I really appreciated her for that, for teaching him and bringing him to learn about God and getting that in his life. And you know, because it takes it's I always say this: it takes a village. You know what I'm saying? And it's important um, for us to be at the helm of each other, ready to teach. You know what I'm saying? I think that being a village, you have a role in raising the children. You have a role in raising the children, all the children, all the children, not the selective children that you like. All the children. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you take care of all the children? Can you keep in mind and consider all the children, right? Can people really do that? I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult. It is very difficult. Believe me, I know. Believe me, I know. I've done that. I've considered all the children for a long time. A long time. A long time. And it's difficult, man, because especially these kids nowadays, man, boy, they some stressful little kids. Boy, you want to punch them in the head. Like, what did I tell you? What you doing? It ain't even your kids. They ain't even your kids. But that's the village. That's the village, man. That's the whole point of it, man, is that you got to be like, okay, I'm going to treat you as if you was mine. So I'm going to give you the same words I'm going to give mine, because I want the same blessings for you too. You know what I'm saying? And my nephews, man, all y'all kids my nephews, man. If they ain't in touch with me, man, in contact with me, man, I'm helping in any way possible. All these kids is my nephews. And, you know, just one love to all of them, man. All these dudes, man. These young dudes, man. Sure, I was playing with these young dudes the other day, man, at practice at workouts for the high school kids, man. Dude, I jumped in the game, bro. I was giving them buckets though. I was giving them buckets. But boy, man, my body was sore yesterday, man. I was like, man, my legs felt like jelly, boy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was like wobbly, 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 boy. I was like, on the pass out, man. Oh shoot, man. It was fun though, man. It was fun. I was supposed to go again today, but I had to pick up Lincoln. Oh man. Yeah, and that adds to the whole, that betters the community. You know what I'm saying? When you do it as a whole, and you have that whole village mindset, everybody, that's how you make your community better. If you want to make your community better, you have to act like a village. You have to act like a village. You guys got to stop thinking that like I talk about my city, Apple Valley. Apple Valley can't think that they can do things separately and not know people and not know your neighbors. You got to do it like a village if you want Apple Valley to be the best city. You know what I'm saying? We have to invest in the right things. We have to pump up the kids, push the kids all across the whole city. Everyone, every time you see one of these young people, make sure they're doing good. Make sure that they out there doing the best they can be. We got people going crazy over there at one of the parks the other day, man. I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Apple Valley, it was going down. I was like, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? Some kids, a whole like 30 kids, 30 kids. Smile. Yes, we ain't gonna talk about this. Oh Lord. Hey man, but man, we gotta talk to these kids, man. When you see them, encourage them, push them. Nobody neighbor have that monthly week neighbor night out or whatever like that. Happen more often every once in a while. Talk to your neighbor, say hi. When I'm standing outside, you know what I'm saying, doing my little thing. People drop the whole neighborhood. I'm talking about it changed so fast. Well, not fast. It's been about 2 years. Anyway, but it changed. Like people used to just roll up and down the street. Now people roll up and down the street when I'm standing outside or mowing outside. They wave. They driving up down the street, wave right at me. I'm like, hey. I'm like, oh, okay, wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know the people. You know what I'm saying? But that's good. That's village type stuff because it's a guy that drives that rides. I don't know if he had lost his legs or not, but he rides on a bike and he got his dog walking with him. And you know, he walked by. I remember the first time he rode by, you know what I'm saying? He was just kind of like waving. He came by, you know what I'm saying? I saw him, he made eye contact with me. I was like, his dog kind of was a little bit ahead of him. He stopped for a second, looked at me, so I waved, he waved at me. I was like, how you doing? He was like, good, have a good day. I was like, have a good day. That's dope. That's village, man. That's village stuff right there. Just a little quick, you know what I'm saying? What's up? And then ever since that guy went by, every single time I see him, it's a wave. It's a wave. That's village stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's community, bro. That's how you make the community better. That's how you build into it. And then you got it. You know what you got to do for real though? My homegirl, Katie, she'll back me up on this one. You got to. If y'all ever see them little them fold signs up, they be at the corner sometimes. It'd be a little sign saying town meeting, whatever. You better go to them. You better go to them, bruh. When you have them, hey, they be telling y'all they about to build something somewhere. They about to tear down something, and they about to build something. That's what the meeting usually is. Like, are you okay with this site being used for whatever? You better go to that meeting, boy. Make your boys heard, boy. Told y'all I'm probably gonna be trying to next year get involved with seeing what I need to do to apply to be a mayor. You know what I'm saying? I want to go ahead and run for mayor for Apple Valley because I love this city, man. I want to do what I can to make this the best city in the state of Minnesota. To where that's all they don't even know about Apple Valley, California, man. All they know is Apple Valley, Minnesota. Oh man, and it's crazy because with all this stuff we got going on, man. Politics and all that, man, with the war going on, man, and whatever. I don't even know. I was peeping it out for Sunday, Monday when it was crazy, when things were heating up. You know what I mean? When we popped them off, when they dropped bombs on each other, and then we went back and we dropped bombs on them to tell them to stop dropping bombs on the other ones. And then I think they said the other day that everything that dissipated everything, peace. They declare peace, something like that. But you never know. You never know. But we in a state now where it's like, just we could go to war at any time, man. Just because of everybody in a bad attitude. All it is a whole bunch of regular people that are in huge positions to handle billions and billions and billions and trillions of dollars. And what do they use it for? War. I mean, look at how much money these equipment costs. Where's that money coming from? Right? So this is a whole bunch of guys playing, and a lot of the money that they're playing with ain't even their money, it's ours. And they're just having a bad day. They're just having a bad day. And yes, I'm speaking ours in terms of the US, but I'm speaking ours in terms of Iran, ours in terms of Israel, ours in terms of China, ours in terms of anywhere in Europe. And they playing with it. Really? That's really all. Oh man, you know what? That motherfucker Putin, fucking send a bomb over to his ass. How much does a bomb cost? How much does a bomb cost? To just be like, yeah, just send one over there. Iran. I'm gonna shoot off about 14 of these missiles. Man, they said, matter of fact, talking about cost, they said the B-52 costs, they said it costs $2 million an hour. I think it costs $2 million an hour to run a B-52. And they said that thing was on mode for, it was 5 of them, 6 of them. It was 6 of them. And they went over there for about 24, 23, 24 hours. Oh, man, boy, what? 2 million an hour a piece? Man, come on, bro. Who money they playing with, bro? Some grown men with playing with a whole bunch of people's money, man. Oh yeah, send a bomb over there. They tripping. Shoot that bomb. It's having a bad day. Nigga having a bad day, bro. Thinking that they better than everybody else. That's one of our problems, USA. That we walk around here like we better than everybody else. I've been there. I've been to Israel. I've been there. Y'all can pick sides all you want to. I'm not picking sides of Israel. I'm not picking that. I'm just letting the country and all the people I know warn about what I seen. I seen them. I was over to Israel. The nigga walking around with the AK. Nigga, he was a security guard at the gas station. He had an AK on his neck. I was like, damn, this nigga. Right now, he's walking around. Hey, what you doing? I'm like, shit, bro, get some gas, man. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, man, I was sitting at the restaurant. They was like, man, how you speak good English? I was like, yeah, I'm from America. He was like, oh, we thought you was from France. I was like, no, I'm American. He's like, oh, American. We hate Americans. I'm like, damn. Take it with you where you want. That's what they said. Other countries, they don't like us, bro. They don't like us. You know what I'm saying? And it's because we think we're better than everybody else, rather than just appreciating the opportunity that we have here in America. Like, we have one of the best set up opportunities for people in the world. We have a success story waiting to happen in America. Period. You know what I'm saying? And we have the opportunity to fellowship with each other and teach each other in America. For real. You know what I'm saying? And similar to the Chinese, similar to the Orientals. I mean, I think the way that they learn things over there is, in Asia, it's like the elders are held at a high respect. And that's why they get a lot of shit done, is because they learn from their elders. They have conversation. The young people know how to conversate, man. They know how to talk. They know how to be intellectual. They know how to, even if it's with sign language, they're advanced at it. They know how to communicate, bro. Our conversation is starting to turn up over here, and I'm appreciative of everybody who's jumping on the social media, whatever platform you're on. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, you know what I'm saying, with me. Follow me, you know what I'm saying? Keep following me. You know what I mean? Because this is where it's at right now, man. It's spitting that knowledge, it's spitting that love, speaking to everybody, man. Taking the time and just giving your knowledge is huge. Just a little bit of the time, man. That's what we're doing here in Thailand TV, man. Blessings to you if you listen to me. If you don't, pass it on, man. It ain't for you, man. It's all about communication with you, though. It's all about communication with you. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk to you, man. I'm going to keep spitting words. Man, I'm going to keep fellowshipping. With you, man. You know what I'm saying? When you see me, it's all love. When you see me, it's all love. And that's on a God, man. Like, think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. Everybody that's seeing this, if you seeing this, if you know somebody is seeing it, if you seeing what I'm saying right now, every time you see me, it's nothing but love. Like, on the God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on the God. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You have a space with me to communicate. You have a space with me to talk. You have a space with me to open up. I'm going to open up to you also. This is what I'm doing on Thailand TV. You know what I'm saying? So I'm showing you that. You know what I'm saying? Let's take this time, man, and let's fellowship, man. My fellas, man, my guys, man. I'm loving it. Express yourself, man. Talk. Be real. You know what I'm saying? Let these young men, all my grownies, man, all my old dudes, man, my old heads, man, my OGs, man. Let these young let them see, bruh. Let them see. We ain't gotta hide it no more. It used to be like back in the day, like I was thinking about this the other day, man. Like some of the realest niggas I know, man. I'm gonna speak by real language, okay? Like some of the realest niggas I know from the hood. Some of the realest niggas I know from the hood. Like some real ninjas. Some real ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? Spoke knowledge to me. Were good men. Like them Treos, man. Like them they was, but they was family men, bro. They was family men, bro. They took care of their kids, man. They took care of their ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? And they was sincere about their shit. You know what I mean? It was hardcore niggas, but it was some real dudes. I love that about the hood. I love that about the hood because you're able to find fellowship in the hood. You're able to, like I said, it was usually on the porch. Like I go with my homie, I go with Tap, man. Tap take me to the hood, man. They be sitting on the porch and shit, chilling, talking shit to each other, clowning, drinking, you know what I'm saying, 40s, you know what I'm saying, blowing drizzle, you know what I'm saying, talking crazy and stuff, but having a good time, man. I love going in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think the mentality of the hood needs to be more utilized than turning actual places into hoods. You know what I'm saying? I think the hood is a uh, um, almost a moniker for run down area of urban living. And I think if we can make the hood mentality be in wherever we are and make our community whole and better, then um, we can have more of those places and more of those avenues for young kids to be able to fellowship and open up and talk and have their feelings and be okay with their feelings and learn how to deal with their feelings, and they can become better pillars of the community and society, and we'll have more success stories who will breed more success stories. You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff, I say this every time I air my stuff, man. I know the stuff I say be sounding crazy. I get it. Believe me, I know it do because it sounds crazy to me too. You ain't the only one that think it's crazy. All right? But it's some real shit. If you apply some of the things I'm telling you, if you apply it, we can be better as people. And I get it. I get it. We're in a time, I was thinking about this earlier today. We're in a time where everybody can overlook what I'm saying because everybody's thinking about themselves. And that's on a God, even masked behind whatever they're doing. They could be doing whatever they're doing for whatever they're doing, but mask the fact that they're doing it for the gainness of themselves and even the gainness of their family, which is still their selves. A lot of people ain't really doing it to make everybody better as a community. We get on that mindset, we get on that accord, then our communities become better. It's a village, man. It's a village. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to fellowship. We got to be able to have places to talk, man. We got to be able to talk to each other, man. Communicate with one another. And my guys, my fellas, my men's, my kings, gods, make this places for us to fellowship at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Let me get up off of here, man. It's late, 11 o'clock at night, man. I'm clowning, you know what I'm saying? I do what I do. So, yeah. Back on here tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Rest easy. And blessings. Blessings to you. You know what I mean? And love. I'll holler. I'm out.